Right, visibility is really poor right now. It's raining cats and dogs today. Actually, this week has been a rainy week. I'm leaving my current, I'm leaving my conversion project, a conversion of a church to a mosque, and I'm heading to the $4.5 million project right now. That's what I'm heading to right now in this rain. Welcome back to the channel.
My channel is called TheRilwan. I blog about my investment properties and also my struggles, ups and downs with dealing with contractors and dealing with building issues that arise during the construction or renovation of my properties. And I help others renovate and develop their property.
Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much to the old subscribers and thank you to the new subscribers. Please make sure to share this video, like this video, comment below if you will. Thank you so much for your support. Hopefully by the time I get there, the rain will have subsided. Sure enough, it's a tough job. That's how it goes. It is a rainy day today. They were here yesterday doing some structural work, some reinforcements of the openings. But today's a rainy day, and I guess they can't mix the sands because the sand is really wet, and that doesn't give them the right PSI to do that, so they have to be careful. So I guess no work today, and we'll catch them next week. All right, back on the job, and just making the interval visit to the site now. It's been a minute that I've been here, but feels good to be back on a project. And what the guys are doing in there, they are doing the installation of the interior space right now. That's what they're doing. So we're gonna go inside and go check it out, have a little powwow with the contractor to get some updates, and then we'll go from there and do a walkthrough, and we'll call it a day. All right. Due to contract negotiations, my time here has been cut down dramatically. I used to come on a daily basis to do a recording of the site and do my reporting for the stakeholders. But due to budget constraints, everything's been shrunk. So I only come in now twice a week, two to three times a week, and so a lot gets done that I don't get to capture for the project. Whatever I catch, I make the best of it, and that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. So this is me going up.
That is the base.
All the way around. And there you can see the beam sitting on the plate. It's made contact, but it's not contact, but it's there for the support to help with our whole lecture angles to happen to the original support of the beam on the exterior wall.
Okay, so this is the beam support, and behind here is the concrete block piers back here, and what you see there is the base support to connect the pier to the beam. All right, I'm going back down now. I'm going back down to the floor. Yeah. So what we are working on now is the installation to insulate all the exterior inside face of the wall, so it's going all the way around. This is the front of the building. This is going to be left alone because this is going to be redesigned. So we're not going to touch this one. But to the southeast, we're doing that. Northeast, we're doing that. And to the northwest, we're doing that. Getting that done. Excuse me. Take that out.
Yeah, don't laugh. It's been a minute I've been on this job, so things are a little bit rusty for now, but I'll catch up as time goes on. And all the columns also are going to get the the wrap around them. So that's what's going on. Installation is what's going on right now. Over here, this is going to be the main opening to access the second floor. That temporary one is going to be gone, and this is the new opening. So we're having a staircase that's going to go all the way going up through there. And this are the LVLs that they use for structural support on those beams to reinforce. And this is one of the concrete pier block masonry pier that is going to be going up all the way to the bottom of that guy, and then the plate that I showed you on the other detail will be there as we go along. And you can see this one is completed, and that is the plate, the wooden plate up there. You can see the difference between the masonry and the wood plate up there. And the installation started on the east wall and partly on the north wall right here. And that is a 3-inch installation. In our meeting with the architect, he wanted a Z-foreign. The Z-foreign basically comes attached to this brick, and then it comes out and it goes this way. And then you slot the insulation, a jigsaw into it. But this is a much easier way, because once we do that, and we're not able to do what you see down here, which is the track. So now we're able to have a void between the insulation and the drywall where we can run electrical lines, data lines through with no issues. If we had done the other way that the architect wanted, it would be tough to run all those data lines through here. So this is the track, and the track is going to go all the way. So once we put the track, and then the studs are going to go all the way up, and then to the other side of the deck over there. That's what's going on. And what he's doing down there is creating a space, and then they're going to pour the concrete on the floor. That way, the stud like this will have a place to sit on, which anchor into. Progress is being made. This part of the roof deck is what we saw that was compromised, and as you can see, they assisted the joist, and over there the joist was replaced. Over there, is it replaced or was it boxed? I believe it looked like it was boxed in. Is it replaced or boxed? It is replaced, full replacement. That's what it is. So that's the gap. So then we'll now pour a concrete next to it and hold it in and build the wall. Boxing the columns. And there's the temporary steps going upstairs. This is the old stairs that has been demolished. Basically cut down to pieces so they can get it out of here. That is the bonding glue that is applied to the surface of the brick masonry wall. And then and they glue the insulation. The rigid insulation is then glued onto it. All right, so there you have it. How's it going? How are you? The insulation is for thermal control. So to keep the cold air outside and then to keep the warm air on the inside, and vice versa in the summer months to keep the hot air outside and keep the cool air on the inside of the building. So what we have, they made a switch from the 1.5-inch track to a 2x track. So 2-inch. It's much thicker and wider. And now, all right, that works. That's what they got going on. Okay. So all the way around, that has been switched. So no longer 1x, this is 2x track. It's gonna be nailed down and put the studs up. All right, this is working out. This is good. All right. Fantastic. Let's go see that one over there. The work is ongoing. Okay. Did they change this? Oh, this is still the 1x over here. So they haven't changed this guy. So this guy stays. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Good deal. So basically, what has been done today is they prep all the column base so they can have a place to sit the rigid insulation and a place to anchor the stud into, so there's no gaps of cold air coming through that space. That's what they've done. So all the columns have been prepped. That is what they've done. Is to shut it down concrete. First they had to dig it out, which I showed in the last video. They had to clean that out and then put concrete in there. And so what's going on. So slowly but steady, we're getting somewhere. Slowly but steady. And these are the anchors for the stairs that's gonna go there. And part of this is gonna be the stringer for the wooden stair that's gonna go up there. What I've just shown you is the ridge insulation. They've changed the direction of how they are gonna do the metal stud all the way around. And so I showed you the track on the floor. And the next thing is to basically nail that down and keep going. You can see how they structurally strengthen the joist in this area. This is one of the openings that is closed. And that's what they've done. They put a new metal plate, anchor that into that, and to close the hole that was there, there used to be a step that goes all the way up here. So this is what they've done. The joist anchor, and they put joist along, and then you have the beam going all the way down. All right, so that is how that hole above was closed. There you have it. Good one. All right. Excellent. And similar thing will be done over here once they decide to put the stairs on the other side over there. All right. Good. So So all this wet area are very weak, and that's what they're gonna take care of those when they are doing the roof. That's when that's gonna be replaced. And that basically happened in most of the areas where you have the drain. You can see it all the way over there. All those areas where you have the drain, all around the drain is weak just because at the time that it sat around so long, the water pooled in those drain area, and the damage just continued to grow and grow and grow. Made it rotted the wood out, because that's what water does over time. All right, we're good. How we can see the track here better because it's more light over here. And what they've done is they put a wood stud up there. You can see that, the wood stud right there, sister to the existing beam, and then they put a track under it. That's what's been done. All right, good one. And they run the track all the way down. You can see the metal track all the way down. That's cool. Excellent. And this is also for cost savings to switch the studs, so that way you have a 2x4 stud as opposed to a 1x stud, which is kind of hard to get and a little pricey. All right, thank you. I'll see you later. And there you have it. We've been having a lot of rain lately and a lot of high winds also. And this fence will blown down and blown. This is it blue or blue? This fence will blown down. Thanks. Good.